This is a paper presented by Tom Samuel Kumbom as part fulfillment for the Futuring and Innovation CS875 course. The paper is predictions and course synthesis. The lecturer is Dr. Richard Kai. Today is July 9, 2026. So let's just move on to the first slide of the socio technical system plan for an AI powered smart healthcare monitoring platform. This smart healthcare platform is called SamCare Health Systems. So this first slide just talks about how organizations increasingly rely on innovations that combine advanced technologies with human expertise to improve organizational performance and quality of life. A socio-technical system recognizes that successful innovation depends not only on technology, but also on the interaction between people, organization, culture, work processes, and technical systems. Uh, Here I've referenced Passmore et al. 2019. So this paper that I'm presenting present a socio-technical system plan for an AI-powered smart healthcare monitoring platform that has not yet been fully developed or widely implemented. The proposed innovation is intended for a fictional healthcare organization called SamCare Health Systems. Let's look at the next slide. So, the next slide, I'll jump to the first feature, which is continuous remote patient monitoring. Patients wear smart medical devices that automatically collect physiological data, including heart rate, blood pressure, oxygen saturation, glucose levels, body temperature, and physical activity. All of this data that's being connected helps, in providing medical practitioners with relevant information that they can use to, help the patients and prevent frequent office visits. The next slide talks about artificial intelligence and predictive analytics. This is a very important section. So, artificial intelligence algorithms analyze historical and real-time patient data to identify patterns associated with disease progression. So, let's talk about something like heart diseases. Uh, with artificial intelligence predictive analytics, healthcare practitioners can collect data that will help prevent patients from having serious heart attacks. And the fifth slide right here, it talks about the third feature, which is integrated clinical decision support. This is a good thing that is happening in the healthcare system when it comes to AI. So the innovation includes an intelligent dashboard that summarizes patient conditions for physicians and nurses. The dashboard prioritizes high-risk patients while suggesting evidence-based treatment recommendations based on clinical guidelines. Healthcare professionals maintain final decision, you know, um, to maintain final decision-making authority, while AI functions as a decision support tool. So AI also it only supports the decision, but the healthcare practitioners, the medical doctors, are the ones who make the final decision. And the next slide here, let's just briefly talk about the limitations that come with the AI integration in the healthcare field. So, despite its potential, the innovation has several limitations. The primary limitation involves data privacy and cybersecurity. So here, we can implement policies such as the HIPAA policy. We can implement something like the GDPR. Uh, because sensitive medical information is transmitted continuously through cloud infrastructure, the organization must invest heavily in cybersecurity encryption, regulatory compliance, and continuous monitoring to prevent unauthorized access or data breaches. So, tools like two-factor authentication, encryption, proper backup, shredding, and maybe implementation of firewalls can be of assistance in this level. So let's look at a few supporting forces. So one of them is growing acceptance of artificial intelligence. Healthcare organizations increasingly recognize AI as an effective decision support tool. Again, this is just a support tool. AI doesn't make the decision; it supports the physician to make the decision. Physicians are becoming more comfortable in incorporating AI-generated recommendations into clinical practice while maintaining responsibility for final medical decisions. So, again, physicians maintain the responsibility for final medical decisions. The AI tool only comes to support or suggest what can be used, to better make informed decisions. So let's look at one more supporting force, which is increased availability of wearable technology. So we all know that as times have changed, we have wearable technologies that patients can put on and collect data that can be transmitted to physicians to analyze and make decisions. So smartwatches, one of them, glucose monitors, ECG sensors, and other wearable devices have become increasingly affordable and accurate. Patients are already familiar with many wearable technologies, reducing resistance to adoption, which is very important. Okay, another supporting factor is the government support for digital healthcare. It's very interesting that many governments encourage telemedicine, electronic health records, and remote patient monitoring to improve healthcare accessibility while reducing overall costs. This technology comes at a high cost, making it difficult for struggling hospitals to afford. So, with the government support, struggling hospitals would not, sorry, with the government support, struggling hospitals will not have too much problems to afford such high cost, equipment. You can see at the graphic display there, it talks about local government support and all of that. So let's move on to the next slide, which is challenging forces. So one of them is employee resistance. People are naturally resistant to change. So healthcare professionals may worry that artificial intelligence could eventually replace certain aspects of their work or increase documentation requirements. I mean, that is a theory that is true in certain aspects, but not entirely true. Employees may also distrust algorithm-generated recommendations until sufficient evidence demonstrates reliability. On to the next slide, we talk about the methods that are used. So I actually use the DeFi method here, which is actually a method where you have a group of informed experts. They go through multiple rounds of anonymous surveys until consensus is achieved. So I reference Linstone and Toroff here. Uh, and lastly, let's just get the references. Okay.